bags were horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And for this evening's review, I decided to bring you the 2010 movie by Scott Stewart, and that is Legion. So we have Paul Bettany as the Archangel Michael, and he's fallen to Earth. Basically, he's been given a job by God. He has to seek out this baby and kill it. God has lost faith in humanity and basically is gonna wipe them out. But Michael still has faith. So, kind of, I'm not sure why he does it in like a defiance to God or something. He actually cuts his wings off, and then he goes to this it's like, I don't know what it is, this warehouse where there's loads of weapons, and he's basically tooling up with all these sorts of different guns and things. But he kind of blows his way out of this building, and there happens to be these two policemen that turn up, and one of them gets possessed by a demon, and basically there's a bit of a fight. Michael kills him and then shoots off into the distance. He's basically, most of this movie takes place in the middle of the desert. I think it's the Mojave Desert. I think it's Mojave. I can never pronounce that. I'm not 100% sure. I know that my Mac actually had the operating system called Mojave at some point, but I think it's the Mojave Desert. And we have this diner, and we have a collection of different people: a diner owner and his son, a pregnant waitress who happens to be the mother of this baby, or the soon-to-be mother of this baby that Michael has been sent to kill. We have other bits and all the other clamor of people, and basically they're all in this diner. And all the kind of the TV, the radio, all these like means of communication start playing up. And you have this old woman in there, and she becomes possessed and demonic. Her face distorts, and she jumps around the diner and bites the neck of this one guy who's there with his his second wife and his daughter. Yes, it chews a huge chunk out of his neck, so there's blood everywhere. She gets gunned down by another one of the patrons. So yeah, they try and take him to a hospital, but they go outside, and there's this swarm of I don't know what it is. It's like flies or locusts or something. Basically, it's like kind of they can't escape. It's like this huge cloud of all these things. So yeah, then they basically get stuck in this diner, to which Michael arrives. Archangel Michael arrives at this diner, and we start to have these demons turn up. You have this particularly freaky ice cream van turn up, and it's what's his name? I can't remember his name. This very thin actor. He plays like the fish guy in Hellboy, and he's in he's in other movies, and he kind of, was it Shape of Water or something like that? He plays like these different creature characters. He's got like very interesting movements, and yeah, he plays this ice cream van driver who distorts his limbs and becomes really long, and again the mouth distorts and goes running towards them. He gets shot. Obviously Michael has all these guns. He's been handing these guns out to everyone, and then all these so many cars just start turning up with these people possessed by demons, and they're basically just gunning them all down. Like they're sending like all these different ones on. They're sending kids out and stuff like that. They're doing like these different things. They're making traps for them, making this this family in the car looks like they're trying to escape. Some goes to help them, but it's all a trick. So yeah, it's just very, very action orientated. All these kind of just lots of shooting, lots of guns. It's kind of not really what I was expecting. But anyway, it's like so we have Michael, and he's basically disobeyed God's order to kill the baby. So yeah, that's why God's sending all of these different. It's kind of weird. It's like God sending all these things, but all these demons are from hell. So it's what you're in conjunction with Satan. It's a bit of a strange one. Anyway, they're holed up in this diner. The next day, one of them is missing. The guy had his neck bit, and is like this upside down crucifix outside. Michael has expressly said people cannot leave, but she goes out to get him. Someone else goes to bring her back, the cook, and he explodes, and he's kind of like an alien with all this acid inside him, and melts this one guy's back. And she's going kind of nuts, sort of thing. So that they have to tie her up, and then more and more people come. Yeah, like I said, that there's these traps being laid, and then the woman, the waitress who is pregnant, goes into labour, and while she's giving birth, you hear these kind of these horns kind of thing, these epic, huge, deafening horns ringing out, and basically it's the signal that the Archangel Gabriel is coming, played by what's his name, Kevin Durand. I really like Kevin Durand. He's whatever he's in, even if it's a bad movie, he's just really likable guy on screen. But yeah, he's playing the Archangel Gabriel, who's come to enforce God's will. So yeah, so he's not going to be very popular when he gets there. But he has quite an epic entrance, and he fights Michael. And Michael's trying to stop the fight and everything, doesn't want to do it. But Gabriel ends up killing Michael. So before all this happened, so you have all the rest of the people. You have so that the owner of the diner is Dennis Quaid, and it's his son. Dennis Quaid got injured during the fight with Gabriel at the start, so he's kind of mortally wounded. But Michael told his son, it's got a stupid name, I think it's Jeep or something like that. I don't know why it's called Jeep. But yeah, he's been the protector of the baby, and he's got to kind of read the signs, and he gets all these these runes and all these writings start appearing all over his body, kind of like tattoos, and that's what Michael had. So he's now the protector of the baby, and for some reason these demons can't touch them, so they kind of drive off, but they get chased by Gabriel. But then Michael descends from heaven. He's kind of, as his wings back, he's been forgiven by God. And there's this quote that he says, it's he said that Gabriel gave God what he asked for, but he is giving God what he needed, and it's to give humanity a second chance, basically. So yeah, Gabriel kind of just walks off kind of pretty gutted that he kind of messed up. Maybe it was some sort of test or something, and Michael passed the test. Maybe it wasn't to follow God's will, but I'm not sure anyway. But yeah, Gabriel is a bit gutted and basically walks off. And so then everyone else is basically looking after this baby. Not looking after it, of course, no, but they're trying to keep it safe because, well, I don't know, it's kind of because God is okay with them now, but then they still have to go and protect this baby. You see that there's a few issues with this movie. It's I didn't really like any of the characters. I mean, I don't like Gabriel, but it's Kevin Durant, so I kind of like that one. But yeah, none of the characters are particularly interesting. They're kind of very stereotypical, and I don't get like where all these demons are coming from. So the demons are coming from God, or is he working with Satan or something? I don't quite get it. And then they have to continue looking after this baby to make it safe, but it's like, well, you've already done that, it's stopped, kind of thing. So I have a few issues, well, quite a lot of issues. It's there's a few times I've watched this now, and every time I want to like it a lot more, and I kind of forget why I don't like it so much, and when it comes out it's like, oh yeah, the characters and the story's a bit loose and way too many guns, kind of thing. You get this kind of you get this one kind of weapon that Gabriel has. It's like this mace kind of thing with a ball on it, but it's like spinning saws. It's like, yeah, that's not very... You have a spinning saws and that's your weapon from God. It's like, so maybe something like the A-Team makes or something. It's a strange one. I mean, it's punctuated by these kind of really cool scenes. Like, I love the ice cream man. He's particularly freaky, and then the old woman in the diner as well, and the setting is good, and like some of the sound work is pretty cool. But on the whole, it's like, yeah, it's definitely worth a watch, and I could see some people really enjoying this, but it's one that kind of, it does miss the mark with me. It's not a bad movie, and it's not on board. I just finish it with more questions. I have questions, and only a small percentage of them really get answered during the movie. But anyway, please check this out. Like I said, you might really like this. I bet people have heard of this, but I don't think like everyone has seen it. Of course, it's kind of on the edge of horror. It's kind of like action, biblical horror kind of sort of thing. Really loose on the biblical thing. It's very, very, very loose. It's pretty loose with everything. But anyway, that's the end of the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you. Good night.